Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. We had a wonderful time. I went to my daughter's for Christmas Eve and we had Christmas lunch here at my house. Lots of work, of course, but families take a lot of work and it's all in good fun. Addie Cat got I don't know if you can see it there on the floor. She got a little tunnel to play in and she got these little mice. Oh my gosh, she loves it. She just plays in the middle of that tunnel in the middle of the night, what I was going to say. At midnight, she's playing in that tunnel and she puts her mice in there and she hunts them and all. She's so cute. I have a video of her doing it. Maybe I can put it up here and let y'all see it. She's so cute. I have about a minute or so of her playing with it. She's so much fun. She really is. I am enjoying her. I enjoyed my grandchildren and all. Also, I hope y'all had a very Merry Christmas and that y'all weren't involved with watching TV and watching all the things that are going on in this world. The best thing that we can do is see a good outcome. Just imagine a good outcome and all these problems and difficulties that you know are going on in the world right now. So we'll say prayers. God bless them, keep them, and we see everything working out for the good. Okay, so today what I've decided to do is take a look at Donald Trump. I have all the cards laid out. You guys, I used to read on Trump all the time, and he had fabulous readings. Can y'all remember it back in the day when, we had him as a president and I would read on him all the time and he had fabulous readings. I mean, just great. Now, I've already got the cards pulled out and I can tell you I'm looking at them and it ain't so good anymore. It really isn't. But what I wanted to talk about today was Donald Trump's personal year number. So for 2024, he is on year number 1. So he's already finished a cycle. So cycles are in 9 years, right? So in 2023, this year, he's on cycle 9. He's at the very end of a life cycle and he's beginning a new cycle in 2024. And when you think about that, you're thinking about, oh my gosh, he's got a new opportunities in front of him. Kind of makes you think, oh my gosh, should we be getting nervous? But let me tell you about it, okay? As we know, this past year has been a lot of trouble for Donald Trump, and the year 9 is ending of a cycle. Well, everything is an opportunity for healing, for letting go, for finishing up projects, and making space for new opportunities. This is a time of transformation, And Donald Trump's gone through a lot this past year. For example, he's he spent a large part of his finances and his time with legal representation, being in court, and you know, a lot of his personal friends and colleagues have actually turned on him. We know this, right, to be true. And if it were me or you that were going through all this transformation and been through what Donald Trump has been through, we'd be ready for a change. We'd be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm ready to change things. Do you think Donald Trump is saying that to himself? Donald Trump holds grudges. He isn't interested in changing himself. What he wants to change is who's president, who's in charge, who's in power. And he's unable to accept new realities. So he'll continue to make the same old mistakes, blaming others for his actions, like Jack Smith. when things just don't work out the way he wants them to. So now heading into 2024, he's on personal year number 1, right? And did y'all notice? I noticed it. Did y'all notice that Melania wasn't in any of Donald Trump's Christmas photo ops? She wasn't there. She wasn't at Mar-a-Lago, or there was a big group of them with a picture. She wasn't there. So on Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it now, there was a little thing saying, "Where's Melania? Where's Melania?" Where is Melania? That's a good question. So this relationship isn't healthy, and Donald Trump will have to work really hard or pay her a whole lot of money. She might be renegotiating the prenup to get her cooperation, basically. So Melania doesn't like being shackled to Donald Trump, number one. She likes to come and go as she pleases. And, that causes a lot of tension in their relationship, especially when he's campaigning to be president. Understand that. But this year, Trump's trying to build a foundation to gain security. Okay? You would think that he's already done that work, but this is a new beginning. This is, back to the beginning cycle. So he has to work. Whether he realizes it or not, he really has to build that foundation up again. So he's got a lot of work to do. He's going to be very busy. And, he'll also be facing consequences for his actions in the past, right? Because Trump has yet to learn that a true leader keeps everyone together, happy, instead of divisive and conflicted. He's yet to learn that. So this year, as Donald Trump campaigns to be president, he's going to be met with many challenges. He's going to be very frustrated. He will lose his focus. He's already in a position of leadership, and he does have a lot of support, but he projects this negativity that offends people. He's out of control. And this year, he's going to have other challenges as well. Not only the legal challenges, but I feel like there's going to be health challenges also because of his schedule, because of how busy he is, and he does push himself a lot. His immune system gets depleted, out of balance, and also there's a stress factor in all this. Donald Trump is just too aggressive. He's selfish. He's dominating, violent. He lets everything get out of hand, out of control. He's very hardworking, but he's a little overly confident, full of pride. He's very prideful. And this is holding him back from evolving into, a better person, basically. His negative qualities of being arrogant, self-centered, egotistical, demanding, it actually should disqualify him for ever running for office or being president again. But he loves being in charge. He doesn't like the little details. He just likes the power. He's very power hungry. And he doesn't like to listen to advice or even ask for help when it's needed. And that's not the kind of president we want or need. Normally, personal year number 1 is so that you can learn what changes you need to take to become successful and happy and to build on that foundation. But I think Trump has passed this learning curve, unfortunately. This is going to be a very, very challenging year for Donald Trump. Taking a look at Biden, Biden's personal year is number 3. So he's a little bit ahead of Donald Trump by a couple of years. This is number 3 in 2024. So he's a little bit more relaxed, and he's moving in the right direction. This is kind of a happy-go-lucky time for Biden because he's so relaxed. You know, even though MAGA is trying to impeach him in the House, he's got a sense of humor about everything because he knows they have nothing on him. So you won't see him getting really stressed out about it because he has nothing to worry about. He's got a lot of people around him that support him and believe in him, and they lift him up. So, you know, he just goes with the flow and laughs it off. He's going to get a lot done this year. He truly loves his job. He truly loves serving the people. And I'm not going to go into a deep dive right now into Biden because I'm going to read these cards I pulled for Donald Trump. But yeah, that's just a little bit of comparison of the two. Okay, so let's take a look at the cards I've pulled out here for Donald Trump. I haven't done a full Celtic Cross reading on him in quite a long time. I've pulled a few cards here and there. I've got things all over my desk here. All right, so the first card that I pulled is Ace of Swords. It looks like Donald Trump is going to get some good news. And I think this is on the legal front. It's about his legal troubles. But, you know, he's like a dog with a bone. He gets very obsessed about things. And this actually works for him because he never takes his eyes off the prize, you know, of becoming president. Scary for us, but it works for him. So that's where he's at right now. I think he's going to get some good news, which we're not going to be happy with, but he's going to be happy with. Overlooking his situation is Five of Pentacles. Now, things aren't going so well. You can see this isn't a very good card to have pulled for you. He will struggle this year, and he is struggling with many losses. This is financial loss. Many have turned away from him. They've stopped supporting him. This is an indication that he's alone and out in the cold, okay? So where's Melania? Where is Melania? I don't see her. Do you? Nothing is going the way that, you know, Trump wants it to. It's really a bad time for him. Okay, and the foundation of Trump's situation is a Ten of Wands. So he's overwhelmed, overburdened, overwhelmed. He's taken on way too much, but it's completely his own fault. All of this is his own doing. He never knows when to stop. He never knows when to give up. And, you know, that's who he is. That's in his DNA. I'm never quitting. I'm never stopping. And I will keep pushing and going on and on and on. So he's just taken on way, way too much. And it's gonna catch up with him. It really is. Now, this is his recent past card. This is the Magician card. I have pulled this card so many times in the past for Trump, but it was always, you know, upright. This is in the reverse position. So this recent past, everything Donald Trump touches has gone to crap. It really has. He used to be really good at manifesting, but things have changed greatly. And they just aren't working out for him. They really are not working out. And I know we're all like going, good, we're so happy about that. Now this is soon. This is to take place very soon. The Devil card. So we say the devil's on him. This is all about Trump's behavior. So we'll soon see Donald Trump behaving even worse, if that's possible, in the future, the very near future. You know, in his mind, he's a victim. He's got this victim mentality. They're doing this to me. Jack Smith, he's got it in for me. Biden's sicking the DOJ on me. You know what I mean? He truly believes that all his problems are manufactured or manipulated by the Democrats, you know? He's a very impulsive man. He's out of control. He's only concerned with power. This is a reflection of the devil, you know? And we'll be seeing an even darker side of Trump very, very soon. So this represents chaos, confusion, and disorder from Trump. So maybe he's just going a little crazy. Maybe he's just mentally declining. Okay. This is his state of mind, though. It's all about fighting. This is Five of Wands. So, you know, this man loves to fight. It's all about fighting and conflict. And of course, he's got a lot of fights playing out in the court. So this is, you know, this is in his mind all the time. All the different indictments, all the civil court cases. That's all he can think about is what he has to fight next, who he's got to fight next. Fight, fight, fight. Fighting to stay out of jail. So that's, you know, that's his state of mind. I got to fight to stay out of jail. They're going to put me in jail if I don't continue to fight. Nine of Wands, you know, it's really starting to get to him. It's taking a toll on him. All this fighting, and you know, 2024 hadn't even begun yet, and he's already feeling exhausted from his schedule, from the fight that he is a fighter. He does enjoy fighting and he loves doing it, but it is taking a toll on him. It really is, you guys. I know that just breaks your heart, doesn't it? All right, this is hopes and dreams position. The World card. So that's a pretty good card to get in the hopes and dreams position. The World card is all about, you know, one cycle ending, another one beginning. It's like going through, it's going through a learning experience. And Donald Trump has to learn when it's time to close a door and move on, to let go, start a new beginning. And I don't know if he's capable of doing that, but it's time for Donald Trump to close a door on this cycle of his life and look to the future. But I don't feel that, you know, that's necessarily what he's going to do. But he is on to the next phase. No matter what, this cycle has completed. And he's ready to go on to the next phase. And it usually this card, when you pull this card, it has more of a positive feel to it than a negative. I have to be honest with you. So there is some positive things coming up in the future for him, this next new cycle. So maybe he'll change his ways. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, so the last card that I pulled, this is the outcome card, and then y'all are looking at that new cycle card, the World card, thinking, oh no, but I got a card for you to so you don't got to worry. You got to worry. This is the last card I pulled. This is the outcome or the future card, and it's death. And no, it doesn't mean Trump is going to die. It doesn't mean that. But it does mean he's going through like a death. He is going through such difficulty that it's like a death. It's like everything I dreamed, I hoped for is gone. It's done. It's death. It's dying. And that means I got to start thinking about doing something different, right? It's a very, very difficult transformation when you see this card, all right? So it's going to be extremely painful for Donald Trump. It's end of a cycle, and it's very hard for Trump to accept it. So to me, it looks like it's the end of Trump terrorizing us with his hold on politics. So there's one more year of Trump, probably not the whole year, but a good part of 2024 before he actually goes away for good. I do believe this is a transformation, meaning that, what he's been doing these last few years, he will no longer be doing. So hopefully this is the last year we'll have to hear from him or worry about him. You know, that's what I do think. It's the death of us having to listen to Trump and worry about him becoming president. So, y'all, I don't think we have anything to worry about. I really don't. So I would say there is some good news. Trump will hear this probably, a court did just rule in his favor, right? What was it? One of the states, Michigan, they said they couldn't take him off the ballot. So they just ruled that. I just thought about that right now. So that could be the good news that he's getting, that he's able to stay on the ballot in these states that, these states are losing the availability, that they can't kick him off the ballot. That's what I'm trying to say. So there's other states that are trying to kick him off, and perhaps he stays on the ballot. But hey, that doesn't mean he's going to be president, because, he's not. He's not going to be president, y'all. He really isn't. Okay, guys, so that's my little read on Donald Trump. As you can see, it's not so good anymore, but thank goodness. I'm so happy. But I used to read on him all the time, and he would just get the best cards. He really would. Things were really, when he was president and leading up to it, things were going great for him, but they're not, as you can see, they're not going so good for him anymore. And, because I don't want him to be president, and I don't like him. When I read on him, it may look like I'm reading a little harsher. I try to stay pretty fair and even with it, but, I have an ego, I have a mind, and I try to be fair. But anyway, y'all know how I feel about him, so y'all can take that with a grain of salt. Okay, guys, if you'd like to get a reading with me, I'm free and ready to do readings. I will still honor, if you want to get that package where you get a healing, a chakra balancing, and a reading, grounding, and all that, energy cleanse, get it all in one package. I'm still honoring that sale that I have going on. If you'd like to do that, just look down below, send me an email, and I will get on that, okay? I'm still doing free healing sessions. If you need a healing for you, a loved one or friend or anything, I would be happy to do that for you. I actually have quite a few to do this evening. I'll do those right before bedtime, because I like people to receive their healing right before bedtime. I think it works out very well. I wanted to show y'all something. This is why my desk is so full. This is what I got for Christmas. I wanted this. I didn't really ask for it, but I kind of thought I would get it. And I did. Thanks to my daughter. My daughter, she's taken Reiki classes in Colorado before, years ago. And so she's not as into healing as I am, because she was raising her children and she went off on a kind of take a hiatus off from that. But she's getting back into it again. And look, I got tuning forks. Have you heard of sound healing with tuning forks? And the vibration of the tuning forks. I'm learning all about it. I've got these little, I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear it? This is a weighted tuning fork. It's 256. This one is unweighted, so it'll probably be a little louder. Yeah, you hear that? So I'm just learning how to use them, and that it requires to have a person in my presence. So I have to do that on my husband. I've already done a little bit for him, and I've done some on myself also. As a matter of fact, I used these tuning forks on myself right before I started the reading because y'all know I had the flu right after Thanksgiving, and I still have phlegm, and I have drainage today. Nose, my nose was just draining, and I'm like, how can I do a reading with my nose draining? I can't do that. So I did it on my sinuses. I did a healing session on my sinuses with the tuning forks. So you strike the tuning fork, and I put it on my sinuses in different areas. Did that for a while, and I'm not draining. So for now, I can say that it worked nicely for me. I don't know if this is just going to be temporary and it's going to come back or what. I'll let y'all know. But it's very exciting. I love, there's so many different healing modalities that we can incorporate in our life. And it'll work nicely with the intentions that you put out there and with Reiki, with anything. And y'all know you can go on YouTube and listen to those binaural beats that help with healing. So that's kind of how this works, the sound healing. But it's not a binaural beat, obviously, but still it vibrates and balances your energy, and I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I know it vibrates your energy and balances the energy so that healing can take place. Okay, the more I learn, the more I'll pass on to you guys. Okay, so you could go look it up on YouTube, healing with tuning forks, and take a look at that and read about it. And then you can go to Amazon and order the tuning forks pretty inexpensively. I think that's where they got them from. I think they're from Amazon. I have 4 of them actually here. I have another one. This one is probably a little lighter sound. Yeah, it's a little lightweight. But the ones that aren't weighted are for the energy around your body. They're not to really put on your body because you can't really feel the vibration. When they're weighted, you can feel the vibration really well. But this is more sound frequency, so you can put it around your body. And I did that also for my sinuses. I did around. And what was it? My husband, he was having, his neck was hurting. So I did a healing session with that for his neck. And I don't think I've heard him complain about his neck since then. I have to go ask him, but I haven't heard him complain. Okay, you guys, if you'd like to get a reading with me or if you'd like a healing session, please let me know. Contact me down below. There's my email address. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. And if I don't talk to y'all before New Year's, I hope I will. Have a happy New Year's. Love you guys so much. Take care. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.